How the heck are everybody? I'm Fastidious, but you can call me MORNINGSTIDIOUS because this is going to be a brand new series, a bit more chilled out, and it's going to be pretty short and always only on Twitch. You might be watching this on YouTube right now. That's because the first one ever I'm going to release as a VOD on YouTube as well, to get so people know about it. Many more people know by 11 times more people, 12 times more people know of who I am on YouTube than Twitch. However, I have been having a problem lately. So, you guys might have seen my video with a rescue panda where I talked about my tips for Guild Boss. It was a great video, honestly. Check it out, and definitely check out a rescue panda. He's only getting better every single day. The guy's a natural, I think. He's really good. Expect to see him on the channel a lot with if he wants to come. But I talked about with Guild Boss how I made a thing. I think a lot of people do it. I know Pink Jesus, after he watched it, he's like, yeah, I've been doing that since the first day. And I'm like, of course you have, Pink. But essentially, for Nightmare 3 or anything, once you're stuck at a threshold and you're clearing it comfortably, you can take everyone off the battlefield and you automatically end the fight. So it saves me about I think it's called a minute and a half because it's easy math. It's between like a minute 20 and a minute 30 of game time. Right, by ending that run early, and I get 26k on Nightmare 4, 28k. It's comfy, right? And because of that, it saves me 30 seconds because I'm on 3x speed. Could save even more time, right? Potentially, if you have a priv card. But for me, it saves about 30 seconds, and a lot of times I need that 30 seconds because I delay playing the game and doing my dailies, right? It's a problem I've been having lately. I play the game hours and hours a day, and when I'm not playing the game, I'm thinking about the game and making content for the game and recording stuff about the game and talking to people about the game and taking phone calls about the game and all that stuff, right? But I have not been playing my account. People ask how I'm able to stockpile so many diamonds. I mean, obviously I get a lot. I'm very fortunate to get a lot, but I haven't been playing that much. Look at that, 154, and I've been grinding pretty hard. I went pretty darn hard. I got like 3rd place in my GR2 tournament, but I want to be getting 1st place in tournaments. And a big thing, I mean, you can see my BP is going up really slow lately, and that's because I haven't been going hard enough on my gear, because I haven't been having time to play and get on my account. So this is my solution. So I was chatting with Panda, and then I've been thinking about it and realizing, so I'm talking in circles here. The reason I take them off the battlefield is because I save it for the end of the day, my dailies, and I'm rushing, and occasionally, like maybe once a week, I'll miss a Guild Boss fight. Usually I don't miss all 3, because I have to do Nightmare 4 twice and then Nightmare 3. But, I'm in a rush, and I miss my faction trials. Last week I missed my faction trials like 3 or 4 times. You can see, anyone that knows, I mean, there's going to be someone in there, so if you're in Twitch chat right now or you're in the comments, you can let me know. But look at my daily sign-in. I'm about to hit day 160 tomorrow. Look at my Pantheon. It's going to be better than some, but some of you guys that are about day 140 to 160 are going to be way better than me because I've been missing every week the past month or 2. I've been missing days. So you can see here. Look at this, right? Also, Pink Jesus in the chat right now talking about GVG. I miss GVG sometimes, and I don't want to let my guild down anymore. So I don't want to miss these daily kind of actual playing my account things. So I think I'm just going to start with like kind of this more Madcap or J Giggsy vibe style. I'll leave that to them on the YouTube, but I'll just bring some of that vibe to Twitch. I think these will be between half an hour to maybe like an hour and 15 minutes, depending on what we do. And they'll always be on Twitch, except for the one you're watching right now on YouTube, just to launch the series. And it will be MORNINGSTIDIOUS. Maybe I'll ask Don to, I'll edit the video, but maybe I'll say, Don, can you just go MORNINGSTIDIOUS right above my head? But yeah, and I'll be very low energy because I'm very tired. I woke up 20 minutes ago. Whenever you guys saw me make that post on YouTube, that is when on Discord, that is when I woke up. So there you go. Sunshine Stidious. Yeah, if anyone has, we can just, as many Stidious appendages that you can think of adding on words. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I actually thank you, Chaos. Let me actually show this. Thank you, Chaos, for just saying what I was about to do. Chaos said, let me get this. Get that coffee. Say no more. So on that note, this is how I will start. Once I get settled, this is how I will start every single one of these streams on Twitch. And I guess this one video on YouTube. I'm going to get settled, wait for some viewers to pop on the chat. So let's refresh the chat and see who we're working with. There's people popping off, but my Streamlabs is doing the really fun Streamlabs. Maybe today is the day. I hope... today's the day. I switched to OBS today. All right? Because it's not telling me how many viewers are in the chat. So let me pull up Twitch. But once we get settled in, so let me refresh this here. Oh, great. Now I'm echoing. We got 26 viewers. It's a number. I mean, we're going to get less viewers, of course, on Twitch. It's still an echo. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. So once we settle in, we have 10 viewers or something, 20 viewers. I'm going to go like this. It's going to look like this. All right, guys? It's going to look a little something like this. I'm going to go to raids. I am going to go to faction trial all. I'm going to do 3 auto fights. By the time these auto fights end, I will have already been back and I'll have my coffee. So I'm going to get that caffeine. Yeah, MORNINGSTIDIOUS, say no more, man. Oh, Panda's on. Panda, if you want to come on as the first ever guest on MORNINGSTIDIOUS, I'm sure you're very tired, but if you want, just DM me. Guys, as soon as I click this button, you're going to see me leave, and before the fights end, I will be back. And that's essentially my timer to get my coffee, brush my teeth, and start my morning. All right. And now I walk off into the abyss.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
Look at that. Right in time to watch the third battle. You want to see how bright it is? So you guys know I have the big view of the pond. I can't really show you right now, but I do. On a sunny day like this, at this time, if I get to my desk this early, it's like 10 a.m. If I open the blinds, the sun is bouncing off the pond, and you can see my face. It's it's very bright. Very, very bright. For maximizing my XP gain. Do you get a big XP gain? I mean, that's a good idea. I'm just happy I'm getting it done, Maku. The notification's better? What is the new notification? I was so tired the other day when I reset it. By the way, thank you. Shout out to Mason. Clean Skitidious? Clean Destidious, maybe? Oh my god. I just still haven't done it. At this point, I need to do it when my siblings are over, when my girlfriend's back, so I can film it for content. But yeah, so I got my coffee. No eggnog, no straw. We're just gonna get it done. I brush my teeth. Another good thing about this is it forces me to get to my desk earlier. Not that like when I wake up I don't start working right away, but then I'll do some editing or I'll just take calls or this. The sooner I get to my desk, the sooner I'm actually actively working on content. So that's always a good thing. I think we're gonna get rescue on right now. Working on content. Yeah, but I'm not working on it the right way. Also, I've been not doing a great job, SpecialK. SpecialK is mocking me in a friendly friends way. But I could be planning more content, and it would put a much lighter load on myself and my brain, and also it would help Dolores. And help my other channel. Yeah, that's the point of this, just to make sure I get everything done in like a not particularly stressful way. Exactly. SpecialK, also, we gotta do, if you want to, we've been talking about collabing for like the past week, like every day. I'm thinking, who had the idea? Carnifex DM me with a good idea. So I'm obviously releasing my weekly Should You Summon video, the hashtag SYS tomorrow. I want to have a part in it discussing what it's like to have Soul Cadence versus Twin Fiend, because there's a lot of people that have A0 or A1 or more than that Twin Fiend, and they're like, or that Soul Cadence, excuse me. No, I said that backwards. There are people that have A0 or even A1 Soul Cadence, and then people like you A3 that are wondering, is it worth going for Twin Fiend? I think the answer is obviously no. Not because there's such a stark difference, but I mean, if you got one, wait for a different banner. There's only so many we're going to get. But I think people want info on that for sure. come in as a counterpoint. Yeah, it could be really good, right? I would love that because I honestly don't know. Need to collab with that guy from the Ghost Hunter videos? Do you mean J-Gigs or like the guy that I hated in the video, in the actual video? The guy who failed as an actor. The actual guy. Can you imagine? Should that be the new goal of the channel? People are like, what's your goal? 100K subs, 1 million subs, 10K subs? I said, no, my goal is to get big enough that he has to come on for an interview. That the weird cardboardy tells him my account is haunted. Ooh, I'm getting a strong sense Lords died here. They don't want to come back. So I'll show you guys how I do my guild boss re-gear. If you saw the video with that me and Rescue did, I messed up. You gotta check all your heroes. A good thing I've been getting faster at is my DPS are my top heroes. Like, so of, what is this? Of my top 8 heroes right now, these are my main DPS. I'm assuming Arrogance is wearing the wrong gear, unless I haven't switched. No, Arrogance is wearing the right gear. So this is, I know what the gears looks like, so that helps memorizing. Then I can check my Nightmare units to see if they are wearing Invig, which they certainly should be. Yes and yes. Great. Then I can check my healers. This is easy, because I don't really move these guys' gear anymore. Because Hollow and Dolores are so important to me daily that I just don't touch their stuff, really. Their gear can still get better. I did get a new piece for Hollow yesterday. Or not yesterday. People asked me yesterday, though, why I was still grinding GR2. Because I really... Invig's very important to me. This is cringe, Stidious. That's fun. It could be that's cringe, like Cody Co. Oh, thanks so much for the... Wow, Lucifer, finally donating to the channel. You don't have to... You're good for a few decades, buddy. You're good for a few decades there, buddy. Okay, buddy. But yeah, I love this piece. I mean, I don't love the rolls, but they're not bad, and the stats are perfect, right? Like, near perfect. We would take flat attack, but these are HP bonus first, but... I like this. This is a lot of rage regen. I have about 32% rage regen from my Pantheon. So this is a lot. And I like her really fast, because I just want as many basic heals as possible on Hollow. As good as her ult is, I mean, this is incredible. You also build so much rage regen from A5. I think I'm very happy with my Hollow build. And then to Dolores, and then I'll usually miss someone, and I'm sure I did. Yeah, Pyros. I forgot Pyros the other day. He wasn't wearing gear. This is a pretty good Pyros build I've been working on. It's too much crit, obviously. Actually, I can probably fix it slightly now. And I redid my Nightmare 4 last night. Not really for gear, but for timings. So it should be a guaranteed 30K now. Before, occasionally, I could get like 28. Now it should be looking at 60 to 70K for the 2 keys, so I'm not even close. To not heal as much. Dolores dies sometimes. I think. Oh, guys, we need to talk about that. Actually, Bunny was just messaging me about some other stuff. Maybe I need to bring that up. It is one thing for them not to make Cratch good. That Cratch buff. Oh, guys, we need to talk about that. Oh, my God. I'm not okay with that. That's better, I think. Is it? Yeah, probably it is. He needs that attack. All right, that should basically be my team. One last run through. Yeah, the 8 main guys and the 2 nightmares. Valeria's gonna be getting into this team very, 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 very soon. "22 reasons." Yeah, the Cratch buff on. Honestly, it's insulting. I've already taught. Some people know about this. You know, I'm getting a tattoo of Cratch within a month or two. Lucifer, we need to figure out those details. But I told Bunny about it, and the devs know about it, and I was like, if you want to let the design team know, and she's like, oh, I think they'll be excited, so they touched base, so we'll hear about more of that in a few days, I think. But the buff sucks, so they brought him down from 24 costs to 22 costs, and that's it. No change. Uh-oh, are we on a hype train? Thank you so much for the sub. Yeah, guys, if you want to see more of this stuff on Twitch, a good way to let me know is to sub or just follow. If you haven't followed, that will be like a notification for me. So yeah, you can see the number's pretty solid, right? So it's just like, I tried it a few times. I guess I tried it. I did a test run and then I did 2 autos. I guess I did a test run, then I did a real run, then I did an auto. We're getting over 30 every time. We got as high as like 36, I think, or 37 on this new one. I changed a few things, just mostly with Hollow to make it a little bit faster and a little more tanky. So that's comfy, right? 35. That's all I need, because without doing some kind of Infernal Rage, and you know, maybe in 2 weeks, if I master Infernal Rage, I get a great Leia lined up, and I farm like a madman, which is kind of my plan. I can get to 50k, because I do think I'm getting closer. Like, I think if I'm hitting 35 with a traditional comp, I think a Rage comp would get me at least 40k. Then I think you tweak, you perfect timings, all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Mark. Live streaming the tattoo will be something I'm open to, but we'll have to work into it. Yeah, I think that would be amazing. I think that's a great idea. SpecialK, you want to hop on as the first ever guest for MORNINGSTIDIOUS? The fastidious morning talk show. $44 to $52. Well, there you go. There you go. So I think a bit better gear and an optimized run, I'm probably about at 40. So if you went from 44 to 52, I'd say once I start feeling like with my optimized run, once I get there, once I'm in the low 40s, then I'll be like, all right, it's time to go and let's get our 50k. All right, let's get a... Is there a reason Pink Jesus isn't a mod? Yeah, because I'm never on Twitch, and Pink's always on YouTube. What's up, Rajan? Yeah, me and Pink aren't on Twitch much. Pink also, like, is a watcher boy. Pink has never seen my PoE videos. That's what I mostly do. Hey, 38 viewers. I feel like that's solid for Twitch. I don't know. It's impossible now. 95% of a hype train. I have no idea what a hype train is. How do I see the chat? Oh, here it is. Yeah, let's make you mod, Pink. How do I do it? I just learned. Yes, like this. No. Oh, here. Yes. All right, you're a mod, Pink. Also, if we start doing this consistently, if people are watching in the future, I think I'm gonna need like an official Twitch mod king, like that helps me organize Twitch, because I know, like, at least I know YouTube. I don't know anything about Twitch. People are talking about panels and goals and links, and like Mason, when you were messaging me that my alert was about raid, and apparently I had stuff on Twitch that every Tuesday and Sunday I was doing raid streams, and it's been like that for 2 years. I had no idea. So like, if anyone thinks that's them, just let me know. So yeah, there you go, 69. That's it. We almost got 69 420. Do you see that, guys? Imagine, first ever MORNINGSTIDIOUS stream, and I'm like, hey guys, I set up a new guild boss around, wink wink, and every time consistently 69 420. Hey, first time chat, what's up, Sinu? Yeah, Seamus put in so much work to his lore videos. Yeah, if we can get a mod to share Seamus's links. All right, let's get SpecialK on here. SpecialK, can you DM me? Also, let me know if you like the music. I'm assuming you don't make much money for the stream on Twitch, so I'm just playing. I searched chill jazz, lo-fi, hip-hop beats, free, no copyright music. Then I got coffee shop radio, 24/7 lo-fi and jazzy hip-hop beats. I don't know if it's copyright free, so I guess I'm gonna find out if I get demonetized, but yeah, whatever. It was what it is. War Guide's in the house. There we go. War Guides is the, from my perspective, War Guides is the king of Twitch. Let's get SpecialK in this. I got something for you, since this is a fairly, you know, what's the word? Contained group. And by the time this video comes out on YouTube, I'll already have made all my decisions. So it is true that we each get, everyone's been asking me that you get 30 giveaways. apparently always gets view botted. I've definitely seen you War Guides with 50 viewers. I remember I saw you one day when I was doing PoE, and someone mentioned YouTube, why I wasn't playing Watch of Realms. I said, if you want to watch Watch of Realms, you can go watch War Guides. I think he's live right now, and I checked, and you were at like 50. I think you're at 55 or 60 viewers, I think. So to me, you're the king. To me, you're the king. You need to work on your sign-offs, I'll tell you that, buddy. You gotta work on your sign-offs. Not on your channel, I'm sure they're great, but when you come on other people's channels, you gotta say bye. But no, you're great. Let me catch up on this. We gotta get SpecialK in here. I'm still waiting to get my last exclusives before I can want to do my before I do my. He did not disconnect. He hung up on us. I'm still waiting. It's no hard feelings, man. It's all good. Just where I come from here in America, we believe in a little something called manners. So yeah, it is true that a handful of us are getting, I caught you off guard. That's true, actually. I do owe you an apology. I was like, you showed up in chat, and people had already mentioned, is War Guides coming on? And I was like, all right, War Guides, you're coming on, right? And then we just like brought you in, like, you like, oh shoot, I'm cooking. So that's very fair. I did interrupt your day. So you know what? Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. No problem. That's a great point, actually. See, guys, I let bygones be bygones. I don't got an ego with that. You guys know if I don't know something, I tell you, and I ask if people can help and all that stuff. Yeah, you're right. War Guides is right. You're right. I was like actually a zombie. But what I was saying is, so I keep getting distracted. We are getting those 300 things, like they said in the video with the really fun vlog that My Bucket did, and I want to think of the best way to do that. So I was gonna do that today. I'm not gonna do that today now. So maybe if you guys have any suggestions how to do those, so they didn't give me any rules. No, War Guides, you're totally right. Honestly, I'm sure if I walked it back, I'd be like, oh my god. Watch it back and be like, oh my god, I was such a jerk. Because honestly, I haven't even like felt like myself at all since like 3 a.m. of that 24-hour stream. I was watching my video with Panda yesterday, and someone, I think it was Aeon, was like, oh, I really liked this part where you guys were talking about the Cratcha 2 when I was with Giggs and Mike last night. And I watched back and I was like, I'm not saying I don't like that stuff, but I was like, it didn't even feel like I was watching myself. I was like so tired. I felt like I was like drunk or like so loopy. I didn't feel like myself at all. So you're totally right. I'm sure I was, I don't even want to watch it back. I'll probably cringe at myself so hard. So literally no hard feelings at all. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're right. But yeah. So if anyone has ideas about those 300 whatever, tell people to write like 50 words about their favorite hero or something and then pick 30. I like it. I was also thinking I was thinking they could do something about the game, something about my website, something, but maybe there's something a little more fun for the viewers, maybe something competitive. I don't think it said it had to be random. Obviously I'm not going to hand pick people and like give it to friends, but I wonder if there's a way we could do something like that. All right, let's see. What else do we got? Let's do Arena. I honestly, I'm so not enjoying Arena. It's crazy. All right, AoE DPS, at least something I'm a bit better at. Community voting on people. I think that would be a little like not nice. Give you 9K. Is that how much it comes out to? I think it's 90K, right? Is that right? 30 by 30? No, did I make that up? So 300. No, yeah, it's 9K. It's 9K. Yeah. You're 100% right. Everyone needs an Ardia, baby. Everybody needs an Ardia. SpecialK, DM me if you want to come on, dude. There he is. There he is. There's the special guy. If you can mute your mic, if you can hear me, buddy, just while I set it up. I kind of know how to do this now, which is crazy. You know, once you do it for 24 straight hours and then another 6, you kind of learn the trick of the trade. I'm going to turn my virtual webcam on for you so you can watch in real time. But your video is buffering. Ray, if you're watching this in the future, I'm sure you're sleeping right now. If you're watching this in the future, just know that my source is called Ray. Since you were when I finally figured out how to make it work and didn't have to keep making a new source every time, it was you. So the source is Ray. There he is. That's gonna be him, right? There's the guy. There's the beautiful bastard. Let me turn the music down on my end, and then we can unmute you. Give me one sec. I do think if I can get this nice and low, we don't have to eliminate the music altogether. Let's see that. Okay. I think that's okay. You want to say something?
Hey.
Save a little longer of some things so I could.
Hi, I'm SpecialK. How are you?
I'm good, man.
Are you doing well?
Yeah, this is good actually because I really do want to do a collab tomorrow, and it's easier, I think, to force you to do it now that you're on camera, right?
You're gonna force me to do it?
Yeah, we can use the chat to peer pressure you, right?
Oh no, I'm very susceptible to peer pressure.
To that PP.
Yeah, there's a joke there, but
yeah, we don't have to dive too deep into that. Let me fix your green screen slightly. This is on my end. I think we had someone else with the green screen since you. Oh yeah, Ivy. So she had a slightly different color. So there, it's that easy. It's just that easy. Look at this guy. That's clean.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, it looks way better than the other day. You don't have that glare that you had the other day.
There's another set of lights on the other side of the room. I just shut them off. It worked perfect.
You should try to do that all the time because this looks.
Yeah, I'm gonna for sure.
Yeah. You know, I don't really have any but proper lamp. I have like this, I can show you in a picture, but I have like this like big, if you can imagine, it's like a big square with like the big cover that goes over it, like almost like a cone, but it's like a trapezoidal thing.
Like a softbox?
Kind of, I think. Yeah. It's like my sister had it from like when she was at the end of high school. She's like, I'm gonna be a famous makeup YouTube person.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, which like, you know, I think she did okay. I don't know, she had 1,000 subscribers or something, but like, then of course she went on with her life, but she left the light. So thank you to my sister. ER.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with that. I've got so many cameras, like actual DSLR cameras. I could probably set up 5 and you know,
or send one
not
to
run
New York.
out of cameras.
I'm just joking.
It's from the porn career, you know.
Yeah.
Matt Capper was my fluffer.
Yeah. But you were the cameraman. He was just that good of a fluffer. He was helping everyone out.
Like, I got all this time, I got all these hands.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Give me one. I gotta move your source to the other thing. It would have been weird if I did the whole thing without a single technical difficulty, right?
No, that can't happen.
That can't go like that.
That'd be like me recording a video without stuttering.
Dude, when I don't sleep much, I like actually have a stutter. I don't know if
I do too.
Notice. Yeah. If I'm well rested, there's nothing. But like, yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
It's also hard when you say as many words as we do because you have to we're vain and we talk to the camera all the time, you know?
And I'm one of those people, like in normal life, I'm so word efficient.
Yes.
It's like, I'm going to say 7 words
yes.
to say what I want to say, not 200 words.
Yeah.
My little guy is the exact opposite. You could be like, what time is it? He'd be like, well, we're in Eastern Standard Time and it's not daylight savings. And the last time I checked, it was 11:52, but now I think it might be. And I'm like, get to the point.
You know what I'm hoping to get out of these as well? Like just have, first of all, let me know in the chat. I'm loving having guests. I think I'm going to do it always now. Just because I think I like the way I come off better when I'm talking like a real person and not like so chat, you know. So I like it like this.
Hey,
and it's great having other people's voices besides my own stupid one. But I don't know.
Johnny Carson of war.
I mean, I'll take it. I don't know. I feel like I'm very when I do the film collabs. I love doing them, but I always feel like that's probably the only time I get nervous filming right now, because I'm very nervous about like talking over my guests. And I keep thinking I'm doing a good job, and then like I go back and watch it, like when we were going through Rescue Panda, and I'm like, oh my god, I talked to him like 100 times, so I need to work on it.
I stepped all over him.
Yes.
Oh.
What's new? You got anything coming out today?
I have had a day already. Like,
how early did you get up?
Shut myself in the house and not go anywhere a day.
Well, you've got the store, so you're working out just from home today? Or?
Yeah, I'm from home. 90% of the time I'm from home because it's, I just do a lot of like procurement and admin stuff. So it's not, you know, there's not any big need for me to go in.
Yeah.
You know, do production coordination and all that stuff because all the jobs come in through me. So it's, you know, pretty easy to get everything on a Trello board and order the stuff that's needed. It's nice.
Yeah. Like lube and extra pillows.
And, you know, I got to schedule capper in and, you know.
Just that whole, you know, you know, getting him down from Canada all the way to Boston.
Yeah,
it's
work
like
visas.
Yeah.
Oh, such a hassle.
Yeah, he has that special hand cream he uses.
It's imported.
Yeah.
Can only get it in Italy.
Crema di flaffer.
You can't time it.
Waiting for the sip. From Torino, crema di flaffer. The most fine awesome. Italian products for Canadian hands.
We're like the United Nations here, you know?
I mean, that's, jokes aside, that's probably the most fun thing. I mean, you and me were pretty boring, at least with regards to how we probably view each other. Like, I'm from New York, I'm from Boston. It's like, yeah,
we're close.
We're close, and I know tons of people from Boston. You know tons of people from New York, I'm certain. It's just, people don't know, like, New York and Boston for a European would be very far away. For America, we're like almost sister cities. We're like, I can drive to Boston in 30 minutes. Without traffic, I get to Boston in 2.5 hours from where I live right now.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I live right near the Connecticut border. South, but yeah. Like if you know where Stamford is, I'm like 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, without traffic, I'm like 15 minutes from Stamford.
Okay. No. So down Bridgeport way?
No, but I'm in New York. I'm the other, I'm closer to, so I'm like 40 minutes, without traffic, I'm like 40 minutes north of Manhattan. And then like, yeah. Because actually Stamford's pretty close to Manhattan. It feels like forever. It's the same way it feels like forever if you're coming from like Newark to Manhattan when it's actually really close. It's just traffic. Yeah.
I used to live south of Boston, and there's one road in
Dorchester.
Yeah, so it's little south of Dorchester.
Okay. I always think that's one of like my towny cities that you always hear about. Dorchester.
Yeah, South Boston.
South Boston, Dorchester.
Yeah. So, no, it goes Dorchester, Quincy, Braintree, and that's where I lived, and it was 2 hours to go 9 miles.
Well, yeah, I feel like when you go south, you're getting towards the shore, right? Or like the Cape.
Yeah, exactly. Right where you turn to go onto the Cape is where I lived before I bought the farm.
A girl I dated in college lived in Brookline. And then one of my best friends from growing up, his parents actually moved to the Cape, but like he would summer in the Cape all the time. They were like, his mom gave him like a big Cape family. I don't know if that's in New York. It's not such a thing. Maybe it's a big thing in Massachusetts. Like people are like, all right, time for the summer. We moved to the Cape now.
Yep.
So he was one of those, but in New York. And now his parents are like getting a bit older. So like, all right, we can like work from home. We can just live in the Cape now. So they just moved to Chatham. But I remember it was like 4th of July. And I was over with her in Boston, in Brookline, and then my buddy was like, "Oh, why don't you just come hang out? Maybe it's Memorial Day. Come here." And I was like, "Brookline, Chatham, whatever. Sure, of course, dude. It sounds fun." It took us like 4 hours. Short
little ride.
People don't know that should have been like an hour.
Yeah, it's probably
maybe an hour,
40 miles.
It's so close. I mean, the 20. What is the road? 27? Is that it?
Route 3.
The one that goes up the Cape, that's like the single lane once you get there. That was like motionless.
Yeah.
This is why I bring on guests. You know, it's like so I have someone to talk about traffic with.
It's like a geography class.
Yeah. No, but I would say like to circle it back. I'm hoping I lose my train of thought a little less now that I actually got I think I added it up. I slept in different bunches, but since if you put it all together, I slept at least 7 hours, I think so.
Oh, yeah, you're good to go.
Like normally I sleep 6 hours, so that's better than normal. I might have to catch up over a few days, but hopefully I lose my train of thought a bit less. But basically what I was saying is we're like basically neighbors. But then you're like like I had Shay on when I was talking about PoE from Australia, you know, and then like we have Canadians and we have Germans, and then oh, sorry, Shay from South Africa. Sorry, that's bad. But then we have J Gigs in Australia, and then
I was gonna say Gigs
in Australia. Yeah. So you and Mike are like whatever, just East Coasters. But then we get people from all over the world, and we had people from Poland, and it's cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever had like a community that was everywhere.
Yeah, it's,
you know, like I'm an insomniac, so sometimes I don't sleep at all.
Tell me about
it. You know, 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning here on Twitch, and there's 5 guys on. You know, it's nice.
You know what I did the last last 2 nights, I should say? If you know Cyber Killers, I'll give him another shout. Yeah. No, I really like him. He's so fun. I actually hopped on voice with him for 10 minutes last night. It was fun.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to. You should go to sleep. I was like, no, I want to talk to you. You're great. But I've never.
Everyone on Twitch too. Like if you go into a Twitch chat, guaranteed he's there. He must have like 9 windows open or something.
Wow. He's awesome. Maybe he'll come. I mean, he's probably just went to sleep. I know he like streams through the night, but I also know he streams. That's how I heard about him. Lucifer was like, "Yeah, this guy streams constantly."
Yeah.
Like, and then I every time let me to pull it back. I've like never like watched a Twitch stream until 2 nights ago, and I watched him for like half an hour. Yeah. I don't know if people believe that, but or any stream, like if I see War Guides is on, I mean War Guides, I'll go say hi. Or I saw one time J Gigs was playing a Lego game, and I was like, I'm gonna go say hi. Or whenever Ivy's doing summons, of course I will say hi to everybody and wish Ivy luck. And then I'll see her pull everyone's set room, and then I'll break my computer and then go to Best Buy and buy a new one. But yeah, it was the first time I was like, no agenda, maybe not agenda, you know what I mean? No like just connecting with friends or this and this with someone I didn't know. And I was like, I'm just gonna watch. I was loving it. So then I did the same thing again last night. It was really fun. He's really good, people. If you're having trouble sleeping, he streams through the night.
Yeah, he does.
It's legit.
I've fallen in love with finding brand new players. So like, you know, they're level 20 and they're streaming it.
Yes, and
like the frustration of I don't know what to do. Where do I put Marine? Where do I, what do I do with Camille?
I saw, and I think I did a very good job. Maybe I didn't. I don't know if anyone was in. It was very late, so there wasn't so many people in the stream. But it wasn't like no one was there. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. There's some new guy from Raid. He was on day 3.
Yeah.
I went there before I went to see Cyber Kills last night. I was there for 10 or 20 minutes. If anyone wants to, if you can link him, Finn, I don't remember. His name was like Reezy or Rizzy, I think. He was very British, a supremely British person. I don't think he'd be offended by me saying
Ryzen GT?
No, his name was Rue Reezy or Rue Rizzy.
Okay.
True Reezy, something like that. Someone's gonna know who I'm talking about. He had a ton of followers, so I'm assuming he's a raid person. So Lucifer said he saw that one too. It was great. Like he's on day 3, he had no idea who I was. Like not that everyone, you know what I'm saying, but I was just like, here's a couple tips, and then he was receptive. But I tried to not backseat at all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I really did. No, but he was like asking questions like, "Oh, how long will it take me to get a legendary extract from whatever Mage 13 or wherever he was?" And it was crazy. He was doing the whole thing with Marksman. I didn't want to be like, you need strictly don't use magic damage, but let them figure it out. But it was good. If anyone knows him, we can link him. And apparently, he was saying he was just going. Apparently, he sounds really sweaty. He's like, "Yeah, we've streamed for like 12 plus hours this, and we do a 36-hour stream every other week." And I was like, "Boy, oh boy, wow." We're too old for that, right?
Yeah. No. Even not sleeping as often as I do, I still couldn't do 36 straight. Although I did 72 at a poker table in Connecticut one night. So, or 3 nights, I should say.
Did you come out with some cash, or did you come out with some preparing some stories for your wife?
I came out with some cash and a whole lot less sanity. It took me a week to get right.
I'm hoping I'm gonna feel more and more right today. But yesterday I did not feel like myself at all. Granted, I only slept like 4 hours, but I didn't feel like I'm telling you guys, when I watched that video back with Panda, I did not like recognize who I was. Like the way I was giggling, this like didn't click in my brain as when I normally edit my videos and I'm myself.
Yeah, that's what happens. You lose you in it. It's crazy.
And it's weird to see the little things that persist.
Yeah.
All right, so my voice is still way too loud. Got it. But there's a stutter now. There it is. Rue Greasy. What did I say? Goo Reezy? That was darn close.
Yeah, you were right there.
There he is. Yeah, people can go check him out. He seems like the kind of guy, like he's day 3, but he was loving the game, it felt like. So if you need someone that's going to stream a lot, he does curse, which would take me slight getting used to. But it kind of adds to like the really British thing, you know, like it works for him. He's got good music. He had great music the whole time. I would say something else.
If it didn't turn off an audience, my stream would be bleep 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 bleep. Kind of my normal.
It's interesting. So I've been trying. So let me. You tell a quick story and then I'll tell a quick story. I need to set this run up because in my head this shouldn't be longer than an hour and 15 minutes, and we're already coming up on 45. So I will have to actually do real work soon. So what's going on? Tell us a little story. Tell us what's the most interesting thing that happened in Boston the last month for you.
Man, every day is interesting. I've just had like 6 birthday parties for my kid because nobody talks to each other. So it was like Groundhog Day. Like, what are we doing for birthdays this day? And we went to the trampoline park.
Oh, sweet.
For one of his birthdays.
Sweet.
I was like, I'm going to jump on a trampoline. I jumped on a trampoline twice. My knee was like, whoosh. And I was like, okay, I'm done.
I might never jump on a trampoline again, honestly, with my knee, if it doesn't get better soon.
Yeah, I've had bad knees my whole life. And it was like one of those moments where I fooled myself into thinking I was going to be great at it. It's like, I'm going to be doing flips.
Can I tell you, I've never done a flip before. I mean, I'm a bit older now, and you know, I'm streaming, so a lot more sedentary. But I was pretty athletic, I'd like to say. I don't know if I'm being modest or exaggerating, but you know, some level of athleticism. There's something in me that doesn't let myself rotate. Like I can't do it.
I can't flip yourself
I cannot
over.
it's one of my goals, but I mean, because I think, you know, at least off of like a ledge, I should eventually be able to do it into water.
Yeah.
So I'm going to find some moment in my life where I don't care if it's a day, multiple days a week, and all I do is try to flip because I've always wanted to do it, and I literally can't make myself do it.
Your best bet would be one of those places that has like the foam pit.
Maybe.
You know, where you just jump into the foam and it's, you know.
No, but like my best friend growing up had a trampoline in his backyard. Like I've had friends with pools with like high things. I'm not frustrated of heights or anything.
Yeah.
I just can't. I was in the Philippines. I know we have some Filipino people, so I was in Siargao. Am I saying that right? The one with the witchy island. Oh my God, Siargao. I think that's what it's called. But they know it's a very small island, and everything's kind of touristic around there, but a little bit less. And there's so many crazy little waterfalls you can find in this little island. And there was one, and there was kind of like should I hold on to it? But like there's a rope hanging down from a tree, and everyone was like swinging. And it was pretty high. It was like, I don't know, 20 feet or something. I didn't mind that. And everyone was flipping, and they tried so hard to get me to do it. And I wanted so badly. I stayed there like an extra hour longer, just trying to, my something in here, in the back of my head does not let me do it. Yeah.
Just can't do it. Just there's some mental block to it.
I think it is, yeah. Something with the rotation, maybe. I don't know. I need a hypnotist or something. Let go. Throw those legs over here. So you had the trampoline park. We got 5 other birthday parties to discuss, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, most of them are boring. You know, just terrible off-key happy birthdays, and you know, here's your MetaQuest gift card or whatever.
He's turning 10. Is that right?
Yeah, he just turned 10.
What's a MetaQuest?
Got his first phone. I'm not ready for this.
What's a MetaQuest gift card?
For the VR thing.
Oh wow. Is that what is that like how he plays video games?
Yeah, he just he's like cross-platform gamer. He's got the PC, he's got the iPad, now he's got his phone and the VR. And it's like he just goes interchangeably between them. He'll be like, I'm playing Roblox. No, you know what? I think I want to do this.
It's like so the opposite of me.
Right. I'm like monogamous.
Yes.
It's like for me to go over and just do dailies and raid, you know, it's like, oh, I don't feel right doing this.
The only way people might be like Fastidious agreeing with you on that when I've been playing all these different games is because war is like my life now. So the other games are my breaks.
Okay. Yeah. So those are my hobbies or my diversion.
That's my rest, you know?
Okay.
That's kind of how it feels, at least. But yeah, no, I'm always like, I'd wonder, maybe you could talk to like a Google Play Store or to Apple. Like, do they have parental restrictions to make sure the entire gacha genre does not appear on your son's phone?
That's a good question. Yeah, I wonder if they do. Yeah, no, they must, because my wife's got every parental restriction. Like he tried to search something up on YouTube and he couldn't do it. So
yeah, like we do not want him searching things like Ivy Lee or Fastidious, or and then the slippery slope. The next thing you know,
No
you're
hell
ripping
Hades.
summons with drool coming down your neck.
I actually set him up once with a. I used his iPad for a Raid affiliate account thing, you know, like the referral thing.
Yeah, to get the free rewards.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
And I was like, when he's not using it, I'll just, you know,
Is that the
throw
reason
it
you
on
bought it?
autoplay.
Is that the reason you bought him the iPad? You're like, you're
No,
pretending it
he's
wasn't
had
just
that iPad forever. He loves that iPad. And I was like, one day I saw him open it, and I was like, no, stop that, that's for Daddy. Nope. He was like 7, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Like you're like, what? You're gonna have to like lie to him like you're a spy because he can't find out that you make gotcha content. It's gonna be, you know. No,
he knows. He knows. He loves it. He does Gorilla Tag, which is like a VR game.
Okay.
And makes content, and he loves it. And it's
really
terrible, but he's better than I am.
He's a natural.
He is. Well, because he talks so much. So he can go. He's like you. He could go 2 hours straight talking.
Yeah. Am I like that?
I mean, more than me.
Maybe. Oh, you got a freeze. Oh, you're back. Yeah. I guess I can fill the words, but I get bored of myself when I don't think what I'm saying is interesting. That's why I think the guests are more interesting. That's why I need to stop talking over them.
Yeah, I did a day 180 yesterday, you know, like my impressions kind of thing. And I got halfway through it and I was like, this is like a Raid player recruitment video. And as I'm editing it, I can see the moment where I realized that and how bad the content went after that.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh, this is terrible.
That's always an interesting phenomenon that I will feel. Oh shit, I missed it again. Oh, there's another fail. Just pause it for a second. I also, by the way, in terms of losing your channel, I forgot what the story I was going to tell before, so if anyone remembers where that was going. But yeah, like I will, especially like I was remembering, maybe it was with Panda yesterday or a recent collab, and I watched it back, and I remember and seeing it on my face because like you kind of get out of body when you're just kind of like autopiloting, or you're not autopiloting, but you know what I mean. You're talking, you're getting comfy, and then your mind can drift and start thinking about things. I remember, and then I'm like thinking about what I'm saying and this, and then I remember doing that when I can kind of see it in my eyes. Then I'm like for a second being like thinking, you know, something totally different. Yeah, it's weird.
You're like buffering.
Yeah. Yeah, you had like a thought queue building up, and finally you can see your brain visiting those ideas.
Yeah, especially when you've been going that long. You know, it's like,
yes.
Oh, the hourglass doesn't fill at the normal rate.
Absolutely. Yeah. See you, Lucifer. I forgot totally what I was saying, so it couldn't be important.
Flips. You're doing flips. Reeve is an absolute lifesaver on this. For 12.
Don't even tease
me.
I
love Reeve.
Guys, if we can get that, like we had so many comments on my last video, we can get it on. If everyone's doing it, I was thinking I could maybe message a bunch of creators and we just have like a 3-minute video where it's like 5 seconds every creator's like bring back review. We can just put the channel underneath or something. Can demonetize it just so people can just like run it, you know?
He's the only one of the guaranteeds that I feel has any value.
It's also been, what's up, Laurent? It's also been exactly 6 months. It was beginning of, it's been it was like mid-August.
Yeah, that's right, because it was right
I got Arrogance on like day 10, and I started on like August 6th, my account. So that would be, I got the Arrogance around between like August 15th and August 20th, so we're coming just on 6 months right now.
Yeah, he's fantastic. And Codex?
Maybe is that 5 months, actually? That's 5 months, isn't it? Yeah, but no. Ugh, I want him so bad. Yeah, if I pulled Reeve, it's insta triple S. I think I'll probably still be able to get triple S, I hope, for Conquer. But if I got Reeve, it would be like insta.
I've been so lazy with it. I think I was disappointed with that it didn't reset every day. And I was like, not really all that interested. I got a week, you know, I'll do it in 10 days when I'm ready.
There it is. That's how it's done, my friends. Finally.
Nice.
Let's get. Oh, I should have placed her already. All right, we're gonna lean on POD since I cannot lean on my attention span. Yeah, okay. I actually need to focus on this now. All right. My little Aeon strat. Yep, I know it's easy as butter. Okay. Oh, we got this now. How are you doing on your faction trials? I think you're definitely ahead of me, right?
Tomorrow will be done.
Really?
Because I pulled Eloin, who's the second healer for the esotericists.
That's, oh my god, congrats on Eloin. She is a game changer.
Yeah. I mean, where I am, she's not the way she would have been 4 months ago when I was really started pining for her.
Yeah.
But, you know, just there are things like you know, the new codex, the healer one, where you don't even realize how good she is in it, and then it's like, wow, look at all the rage and, you know, all the heals, and she's just the right shape for it. And
yeah, she's so good, and she's evergreen, no pun intended.
Yeah, you know, you can use her. Like, even I used her in Void Rift in places that I was, you know, using Medan, because she just plugs right into Medan's spot. So
we actually have a great question for you, I think. Guys, if you don't know, like, SpecialK on Global is like a leading expert, a leading practicer of Soul Cadence. So we have a Laurent, if you want to check the chat.
Yeah,
the second part of the question is very much, I think, geared towards you.
Let me see. Wrong.
They just did something I didn't know they would let me do. They let me save the auto battle even though I didn't 3-star. Maybe once you've already 3-starred, you can save a non-3-star battle.
Oh, really?
I've never seen it. Does anyone know that in chat? They just let me save that battle. Unless that guy somehow died at the end, but I don't think he did. I thought one guy just got through. Am I crazy? Here's another good question. People ask me about Twin versus Pyros. I mean, that's the video I should make.
That's a good video for you.
I guess I could do that on Friday. Pink, should we do that one? What do you think? A little A0 Twin versus A5 Pyros or A3 Pyros? Everyone says you need A1 Twin Fiend to be better than Pyros. From my testing, it certainly feels that way. When I say testing, I mean doing guild boss takeovers. I've never actually tested it apples to apples. Exact same gear.
I still think you need it to beat him, just because the vulnerability makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But going back to Laurent, I have Solkadins. I love them. I use them all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at the top 100 and say Twin Fiend's not, you know, is lesser than Solkadins. You know, and there's 4 or 5 A1 Solkadins on the top 100, and everybody else is twins. So would I summon for him if I had Solkadins? Absolutely not. I'm quiet this weekend because he'd be terrible for me to pull. You know, he'd to reset my legendary Lord Pity on Ancients for Twin would be disastrous. Solkadins does more damage himself, but he's greedy. He steals a lot of that damage from other people. Like my Zilly only does 70 or 80 million. I mean, I say only, but whatever.
That, for knowing your account, that does feel only. I'm very surprised by that number.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of it funnels up to him. So he's doing 140. She's doing 70. Cetrum's doing 80.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, the number's still there. You know, I crossed 60K yesterday. So the number's there. It's just most of it travels up to Solkadins.
Yeah. So you had Twin Fiend, I'm assuming, before you got Solkadins.
No, I still don't have Twin Fiend.
So I guess with the tests we'd have to run, Pink, if you're there.
Yeah.
We should do A0 Twin Fiend versus A3 Pyros versus A1 Twin Fiend versus A1 Solkadins. Or sorry, A0 Twin Fiend, A0 Solkadins. So basically, the way it should progress, I think, like in the video chronologically, would be like A3 Pyros. Now we set a line. Now we do A0 Twin Fiend. Compare that. A1 Twin Fiend. Compare that. A0 Soul Cadence. Compare that. A1 Soul Cadence. Compare that. A3 Soul Cadence. That's probably what we'd have to do. And it'd be really annoying to film, but I think that'd probably be the most thorough test, which I guess is dependent on if our gears are arriving in the mail or not, because I'm not farming. It's impossible. We're behind like 100,000 stamina for what we need, so we just need those silly deliveries in the mailbox.
Is that how it works on the test servers? They mail you
gear? They did it once, like right over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Where like I had a million things planned. They had a own stream plan, this, and they sent me 300, like each care package of gear. Like it was just random gear, as if you had farmed, 300 pieces worth. Sure. But each one was 300 pieces. But I only had 800 places in my inventory, so I did a 300 spot gear cleanse. This. So like Dan was a hero. He did it. He said it took him 16 hours to go through it all. They sent us like 6,000 pieces, so we had to do that like 20 times.
Oh,
so
man,
like for me, I chose not to do that. So we could certainly do it with like my normal worst build ever gear, but I'm gonna lean into it.
What were you thinking?
Imagine how well I could do in my takeovers business if I made the good builds, let alone the worst builds ever.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that's you put everybody else's shit. But you know what? Set the expectations low.
Set them rock.
You know, do some really crappy builds.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, bam. Let me take another look at it. Oh, here you go. World beater.
What happened? What I missed that. What happened?
I was saying you do a crappy build.
Oh yeah. Just a shock.
And then you're like, let me take another look at it. And you just pound out the best build there is.
I will say, and this might come off, I don't think it will come off dickish, but it could. People will be like, oh, it's gonna be really hard for you. I've been trying for weeks and weeks and weeks. And like, it's not a competition. Like I do this hours and hours and hours a day. Like if people have no idea how many takeovers I do behind the scenes, that's how I'm able to do this as a job. You have no idea.
Right.
And so like, of course I can think of things that someone can do on 319 that they've never thought of, because this is the first time they've ever done it. And I've done it thousands of times. Right. But I do feel sometimes I will wait to tell them, especially now that I'm not charging hourly, to act like it wasn't as quick as it was, because they're like, I've been trying for weeks, and I'm like, all right, 14 minutes later, not because I'm good, it's just quantity,
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like,
and that's
if you ever play golf against someone who like plays the course every day.
Yeah.
And you're coming at it blind, and you're like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And they're like, I need to go, left of this green, and or just like, to get around that tree.
Think about it this
just
way.
Intimate
also,
knowledge.
Think about it this way, because I've done so many different accounts at so many levels. This is when someone's, again, I keep coming back to it because it's really stuck in my brain. But talking about like, why do like the super expert, super endgame people are not getting the clouds? Because like I know, at least for most of them, I know way more about more normal heroes. So like I'm playing with a full deck of cards. A lot of those people, whether they're early, so they're a young count, or they're super end, so they like kind of like what you were now, like when you only kind of knew, you didn't know some epics, because you're playing now with a full deck of cards. You have some great cards, they might have some less cards. I know all the cards, and that helps. Right. So then you can find all the. It's not like I have more tools, because I've just used more. I've practiced with more pieces. Maybe is how I would say it. Accumulated knowledge. Yeah.
I've run into a whole bunch of things where I'm like, I don't even know what SpecialK's kit looks like. I don't know what Amani does.
I've never used SpecialK. I mean, I've studied his kit.
Yeah.
I've reviewed it for videos and stuff. He's got stupid little bubbles. But we could try to play with SpecialK. I love the idea of doing. There's a guy, Sprinklebeard, that people mentioned to me, who does like epic stuff. It seems like it's more like a gut reaction kind of thing. This thing. Like I think I could maybe. I have the resource on my own account now. It's like I want to build Soleil, like, and just really see how far I can push her. And it's not going to be. I'm not going to say like it's a guide, and I'm not going to say it's a showcase either. I think it's going to be more like a push the epic to their limits kind of thing.
Sure. Like a madcapper. I built it so you don't have to.
Kind of. More just showing what does it take to make this character viable, and maybe we find not that much, or maybe we find what I think is gonna happen with Soleil is like I can probably do tons of 19 level content. I bet you Soleil could do 219 as the DPS if you have her awakened, or like Azoth could probably, like, I know Ray was playing with it, and I know I everyone's talking about Azoth for forever. I mean, I remember me and Mabok talking about Azoth months ago, but like, there's no reason a good, well-built Azoth couldn't basically solo 118.
Right.
I know Ripe did it with him and Mari, but I think with a proper build, I think you could solo it. So like little things like that, and then see how far can you take it. So maybe it'd have a bit of like, should I build this guy, but also just be like, all right, Selkath, I'm giving him everything. You know, my Selkath's A5. I probably have enough skill dust and skill crystals. I could do it. You know, I don't know if people think that's fun. Yeah, I
know. I dig that because I think, you know, especially now where, you know, we get new things in Codex.
Yeah.
Something might surprise you. I mean, you look at Gluttony, you know, and this new Defender boss, potentially someone like Azor is, you know, the guy to have.
Yeah, no question.
You know, that's cool. I like finding
you say this new uses boss,
for Chancellor garbage.
You're talking about future content. Sounds a little spoilery.
Well, yeah, like I said, from what I've seen, who did that? Somebody did that.
I'm trying really hard actually not to learn about the new phase bosses. I've been hearing rumors about Avalon and Hazards, but I really don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because like I want to like try to break it myself a bit. You know, then we'll peek into I have to do one
you
summon.
Like that though.
I have to do one summon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like content that's gonna make more heroes relevant. I tell you, the only way more codes is my favorite content in the game. It's the best thing they've done. It's the most generous content. It's what everyone doesn't need to focus because you need eventually very good gear to succeed there, but it should be a priority and should be what you aspire to. That over Void Rift or that end Void Rift. That's what it's all about now, in my opinion. Guild boss can take a back seat in my mind. Because you'll get to the 20. By focusing on these other things, you will get to your 20k. You don't have to obsess about guild boss, in my opinion. Those things, those ancient summons are the chance to get Artiat. Let me tell you, people.
Oh, don't even bring it up.
Especially for free to play and low spenders, this is the only way you're going to do it. I have to do a summon. You want to wish me luck?
You got this. Who are we looking for?
I wouldn't mind a Pyros. I don't need him at all, but I'd get a kick out of that. Aside from that, for normal heroes, I don't need anyone. Awakenings. Silas, Valeria, Arrogance. I need Awakenings. That's what I want.
Setrum.
Setrum. Oh my! I didn't want to say it. Yeah, Setrum would be my most wanted, just because it would also give me peace of mind. Whether he'd be the biggest boon to my account or not, it would truly. Honestly, no. The biggest boost to my account would be Zeal 2, because then I'd have her A3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the biggest boost to my account.
Mine's still stuck on 2, so that's become a high priority.
Yeah. That would be. I hope I get like a Twin Fiend or something before I get a Soul Stone. Because it's gonna be really hard. I'm not gonna do it. I'll tell you. You can go on the record, but I'm gonna want to put it on Seal 2, so I don't have to wait around.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna want it.
Maybe you'll get 2 in a week.
Who gets that?
I know, right? Just dirty whales.
Tell them about your Soul Cadence and your. Well, let's do the summons that you do. But people might not know how freaking. We got. Don't neglect Phenoma. My bad. Sorry. Do you know how to do it? Or do I need to teach you how to do it? To pray to Phenoma.
No, I don't know the prayer.
You got to grab the bonfire. Shout out to Dark Souls. You do counterclockwise a few times. You go into the gallery. You go to Esotericist. Then you have to leave. Because the trick is you got to go from on Esotericist, off, and back on. So now we have to leave. We'll do the bonfire again for good measure. All right, now you can go in. Click off Esotericist. Click back on. Go to Phenoma. You say, the god is Phenoma! And then we pull her. It's a rare.
Yeah.
Probably an uncommon. Screech's not that bad. Actually, I take it back. Screech might be the worst hero in the game because he is exactly worse than Cutter in every single way. He's probably the most replaceable hero in the game.
If you had done that for every one of your single pulls for Falcia, maybe you wouldn't have gone so far.
I learned a hard lesson that day.
Oh, but that was painful. Like that was the most painful thing I've watched on YouTube in a long time. It was like, oh, dude.
It's a good question, iSmash. I have a video coming out about that on either Friday or Saturday. Also, if you want to know, that's how I know it's a rare. If you want to know how it's a legendary, the most fun way, I already have a video out on that. However, once you watch my newer video, you're not going to be able to do the fun way anymore, which is frustrating because you won't be able to see the other way.
There's like 3 or 4 different ways.
Yeah, but
there's like mist in the bars.
Yeah,
and
the
slow
Mike's
bar.
way with the bar is like it's too fast. Once you start seeing it, I can't, like, before you'd even want to look at your slow turning cube, or before, with me, where I want to see the flash, it happens instantaneously once you've seen it enough, and you can't unsee it, because it's like you can't selectively view the screen. I would have to go, like, push the window off my display.
Push it to the side.
Yeah.
They,
you might not want to know, to be honest, I kind of hate Mike for it, because there's no surprise anymore. I know instantly.
Like, as soon as you click, you see it?
As soon as probably the light hits my eyes and my brain processes it, I know.
Oh.
So it's kind of, at least with my old way, I could, like, stare at the cube and then I'd see the flash, and it was very exciting. Because there's, like, no, this is just kind of like, oh, that's the bar. But it's, like, almost like a check this box, check this box, check this box. There are 3 options, and you learn how to see it, and then it's, like, it's not even a skill or a fun thing anymore.
Yeah, see, I still like the cube's going slow.
Yeah, when we release the video, I'm totally gonna be like, you might not want to watch this, because it is like it kind of takes a little bit of the magic away.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not watching it then.
Yeah, for me it took.
Especially because I'm at a point now. I'm done.
Yeah.
I really have nothing to pull rares for.
Do you have your collections done?
Well, I mean, I've got lords, but I'm, not going to run
every
through
normal legendary. You don't even have, like, a random miss.
There's 1 or 2. Let me take a look.
Yeah, tell me who. Let me try to see what other quests I have left. We're gonna finish all our dailies, guys. So maybe we're gonna more like an hour and a half. Let's be honest. We all saw that coming, but I will stop in an hour and a half.
I'm missing pneumonia. Ardia.
Well, Eunomia and Ardia, they're not normal. I mean, like,
right.
Oh, yeah. Eunomia would be a blast to pull. See, that's kind of the reason why, like, it's gonna hurt. I mean, I need to play with Claw a bit more, or a bit properly, I should say. I've all I've really done in terms of playing him is, like, built him up briefly and then looked at him. But Eunomia, like, it turns gold, and, like, sure, if you get Claw, it's not gonna reset your Lord Pity, which I'm getting a bit close to. I must be within 50. I would think 50 or 60 away.
Okay.
But it turns gold, and then it's like Giselle or potentially Claw might be that level. I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. But, like, it could have been Eunomia or something super exciting. You know, like, Eunomia would be so fun.
Right. So for regular rare pullables, this is great. Kaniza,
Well,
Anai, and Cade.
So, Cade's not normal.
Oh, he's not even normal?
Yeah, he's the only 2 are Cerberus and Valeria that are legendary, which is great because they're both incredible. Like, they could have made it Dirtsa and Cade, right? Or, like, insanely niche. And Cade's honestly, the way he works right now, unless someone's found a use case, I think he's unusable in almost everything. Yeah. I think the only potential thing is Styx.
Yeah.
Which we'll have to see what the new Styx boss looks like. I could see him. I think I've theory crafted a potential. It's not guaranteed at all. Maybe it's like a 20% chance. But if the new Styx changes are a certain way, I think you and I and the other guys in the call, we might have theory crafted a super meta strategy with Laurel and Cade and Volca.
Right. It may work.
Yeah. Just Laurel, Cade, Volca spam. I will just tell you guys right now, and then you just go all out. It doesn't. Nothing else matters. Just DPS, or then just Silas and just Valeria. The rest doesn't matter because you'll pop the shield every time. Yeah, maybe bring Setchum for good measure. I guess I don't know.
So if they never ever do a guaranteed hero again, I'm out because I don't. I've dodged some bullets. So
yeah, no question. So it's only those 2, and they're brand new, basically. Dang, how many pulls are you?
Yeah.
That's a lot of pulls, I think.
I'm over 12.5.
12.5. That's like almost proper Kraken level. That's Kraken level, but that's almost like there.
Yeah. Yeah, I just crossed it for Elowen. And the rewards stop. So you don't get the,
Didn't Dan Heilman have the same thing? Didn't he go like thousands and thousands and thousands before Elowen?
Does he have Elowen?
Maybe he didn't even get her yet. But I mean,
I think he's still blanked.
He still doesn't. Does anyone know that? Because he must be getting close to 10K
last weekend.
He what?
He pulled twice for her last weekend. He had one video, and then it was like,
he just got her. They said. How many pulls did it take him? Earl and Monku said he got her.
Oh, he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, he got her.
Right on. Everyone should have her.
She's so good. She is so good. Just checking some gear really fast. Oh, see, good thing I checked. I forget who told me this, someone in chat as a tip very long ago when I got Cerberus. You're going to want to run Cerberus for Arena specifically in an unleveled Lunacy Visor. You want the extra block, but you don't want anything else. You don't want the healing. You want as minimal stat boost as possible. Otherwise, he'll stay alive a little long, and it might, at least from my testing, it does work better like this.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a little outside the box thinking there. The rest should be okay. I mean, we're probably going to deploy Morgan, so I don't care too much.
That's another one of those. The only reason I need to do AMR right now is Lunacy Visor.
You don't have a Lunacy Visor?
I've got a couple at like 13.
It's interesting how, like, I mean, it's all RNG, but like you saw Ray's account, he had like 5 maxed out IX Rage, which probably is on a higher bucket. We're just going through that data now. Guys, we have so much data stuff coming out next week. It's crazy. But he has like no Tear of Twilight or Tear of Starlight. But like for me, I get Lunacy Visor all the time. Like I have a maxed one. I could max another one, which maybe I will do. But I have like one at plus 25, one at plus 13, and I have like 4 more copies. Yep. But like I rarely have pulled. And Crystal Violets I've been okay. I've pulled 6, and then the other ones I'm never getting Void Realm or Realm Tear. I forget Void Gazer, now Realm Tear, and Frigid Blade, which was the flawless blade. Yeah, so
I can't keep up with them. It's pick a name and stick with it.
Yes. And at first I was thinking, until I saw the Euphoric Orb from Orb of Euphoria, I was like, maybe it's a copyright thing. They just ripped it from another game. But like then that would still probably infringe. So like clearly it wasn't. And they just like, why did they do that?
Right. Oleg's Wall.
Just leave it. I don't even know what the new one's called.
Me neither. It's Oleg's Wall. Period.
Yeah. This one I do think has a nice Tear of Twilight. Sounds very cool, and it does look Twilighty. I really do like that name. Bastion. It's called Bastion something. Let's see. So that one I pull a ton too. Bastion Ring, but it's not a ring. It looks like a wall. It's like a little fortress in front. Why a ring?
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Bastion something.
For me, it's Scarlet Hunt. I've probably pulled 30 of them.
Idril is always going to be Tariel. I tried to resist it forever, but at some point, there are more and more new players who don't know who Tariel is, so now I have to train myself. The same way I've like taught myself, oh, that's the story I was going to tell about cursing. Oh my god, a full circle moment. I was going to say the same way I've kind of trained myself to curse like almost never. Not that I had a total pirate mouth or whatever you'd call it, but I fucking curse sometimes, right? But my buddy, and I honestly did this not for, now it worked out great that I just did this because I was funny, and now as YouTube, like I don't want to curse. I think it's better for the audience. Right. But my buddy's a Mormon, so he tries to almost never curse, but he curses with substitution words all the time, and I think it is so funny. What the freaking heck, dude? Oh my god. F. Yep. Gosh darn. Because he grew up with us in New York, like around not Mormons and people that are non-pious people, you know? But he just does all his sub words. Freaking crap, dude. Freaking heck. I love it. It hits different. And also, I will say, the occasional curse now carries a lot more weight. You get to earn that. Yeah,
when you actually use it.
If I'm actually upset and I actually scream the S word or the F word, you guys don't know it's legitness. Right. Sounds like Napoleon Dynamite. Freaking heck, dude. That's funny.
My son plays right in the den next to us on his VR. And some of those kids are vile. Like, I've heard some things that I was like,
when I was growing up, everyone was so nice in video games.
No, these kids, and it's their tiny little voices. They're like, yeah, but the stuff that comes out of there would make pirates blush. You know, like racist stuff, like the worst swears, the worst insults.
Racist, completely just how disrespectful and horrible can I be? As a tiny little white boy in my parents' beautiful basement.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's,
Where do these people get such angst? You're like sitting on a $3,000 couch probably, playing on your parents' plasma screen TV, and yet the whole world's out to get you.
Right.
I wish this should be required, like you're allowed to use the internet as much as you want because kids are going to do it anyway, but you have to spend like 2 hours a day learning about like world events and what it's like if they'd been born in a different country.
Just go drop them off in like Worcester or something.
All right, Aiden.
And be like, you can come talk to me in a day.
Yeah.
After you realize what they've had to go through.
I'm sorry your life's so hard, Jaden. They only had ham sandwiches and turkey sandwich at the cafeteria and with the sippy box you like when you come home and your parents' $1 million house.
Sorry you had a bad day at ski practice.
We didn't buy you the tennis racket you wanted.
I would have picked you up in the Mercedes, but it's in the shop. I live in a very affluent town, and there's a lot of that.
You're in like for people that don't know, which is probably a lot of people that aren't not even just American, but probably not even East Coasters or Northeasterners. Like Boston is not a very big city. What Boston is the tiny million towns around Boston, and that's huge.
Right.
That's why you get this whole towny thing, and you get these suburban Boston sprawl thing. Yeah. So
like
so
if
you're in one of those.
If you were to bump into me anywhere outside of Massachusetts, I'd say I'm from Boston, but I'm 20 miles outside of Boston.
Yeah. But even stuff like Alton or Brookline or was it Jamaica Plains? All those
Newton.
are like technically not Boston, right?
Right.
But like
Yeah, I mean you think about even Tufts isn't in Boston; it's in Somerville.
Medford, right?
Yeah.
No, like I can like from my Soup won't be upset. This was like a decade ago. Literally, actually now a decade ago. But from my college girlfriend, we could bike from Brookline where she lived to at Fenway Park. We did that once. It's not even a long bike ride, but technically it's not Boston.
Nope. Right.
All right, let's see. This is the first time I'm doing, I think, AoE on the new map, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all, actually. All right, so I didn't know that. And now this is what I hate now. I can't just take the L. I have to kill these guys.
Right.
That's not good. All right, well, I'm probably going to lose, I guess. All right, I mean, we'll take a dub. Looks like they kind of messed up, and one of these guys might not be in hot sit range. No, he is. Okay. God, hot sit's insane.
Just poorly built.
I will say what's really nice is you have a minute now to get ready with your Cerberus and your Dolores. I'm immediately appreciating that because when I used to drop Cerb here, right, like everyone does, and then it's like the second they're coming out, you got trigger, and sometimes Dolores isn't ready yet, depending on how fast the kills were previously. It's like now I can do it properly. I should be able to get another sneaky boy.
I play mobile a lot too, and I feel like it's.
So should I put him here? Do you think? What do you think? Because this is the first time I'm doing this map. They're sneaking around me now with this angle.
I run them one back.
I mean, I'm gonna.
But I also run Hodset right next to Dolores.
So you run him you run him here.
Yeah, as like a choke.
I think I should do that because I wanted to put Ardia here, which I thought would be way stronger. Cersei's still alive too, which isn't great. So maybe if I'm here, he's gonna take more direct hits. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're walking right around him.
Yeah, he needs to be here, I think. Yeah, he's only blocking like 1 or 2. I mean, we're still getting this dub like it's nothing, but this guy's actually not even tickled me, has he? 98.6. And actually, that damage was from those guys chomping on it before I got already out.
Yep.
I've got a very meta team. I'm not. This is the one. This is where it's like, all right, this feels whaley, with my Cerberus and my Ardia.
Yeah.
I need some Awakenings. Do you have Awakenings on your Cerberus? I really would. He'd be top of my list for Awakenings too.
I don't.
I want A3 Cerberus so bad.
Yep. I'd take A1 Cerberus.
I would also take A1 Cerberus.
Yeah.
We have Cerberus. We should be happy.
Right.
You know what I'm realizing? I should probably be running Vladov. With the way my team's going to rock now, I'm probably going to be better with Vladov. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, you could.
Well, before it was like Cerb is a flex, and then we have Ardia or Firna. But the way they map changed, I think I'm going to be so much more dependent on Ardia than I used to be.
Yeah.
So I think probably I should do
buff
this.
Her.
Yeah, I don't know if he's even wearing gear. It doesn't really matter. Actually, best would be just do an Invig set.
Yeah.
No Boreas and take Virn out. There you go. Yeah, I'll just move away from the cultist team altogether. That's gonna be more meta. Yeah.
Boreas is bonkers.
I used him, so I've been neglecting my arena, but yesterday I was like, all right, I'm gonna do arena before bed, so I did like 12 battles of anti-air, I guess, before it switched to get a bit of a climb, I suppose. These were the easiest wins of my life. I have a very good team, I have a strong Silas, and then you just throw Boreas down on top of that. Like, I never had to deploy Idril. I would just go Silas, Dolores, Boreas, and then the fight's over.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not very. I see. I don't love that. Like with this new arena, you have these couple people that are so overpowered, so you kind of can get away with like 3 units for at least every stage I've seen so far. I'm hoping single target will be the exception. That's what I would think, because I kind of ignored single target, so I haven't tried the new map, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I ran.
What are you wearing? Attack? Let's go HP. What even is his page HP? I mean, I'm not going to get a great look here because he's obviously insanely under promoted. But
I don't like that the arena has become. Do you have this? How good are these 3 champs?
Yes. Especially at the top, it's like, yeah, do you have these 2 champs? They all do. And then it's like, how many awakens do you have? Okay, and how sweaty is your gear? And that's it.
Yep.
It's very Raid Shadow Legends. It is very, very, very Raid Shadow Legends.
It is, and especially like the whole. I don't know if you were still around for Taurus and Marishka.
I was around. That's probably right around was like when I was quitting. Was like just when they were releasing, because it was. And I remember like just the internal theory crafting, reading their kits. Especially Marishka was the girl, right? The Ukrainian traditional. Yeah, that kit read insanity.
There's still no counter. It's still meta.
And that was 2 years ago then.
It's been probably a full year.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, a year. Okay. Wow. Look at that roll, huh? No. I guess you know what? If they ever bring HP based damage dealers, maybe, I don't know. Not a great set for it, but I mean, look at that roll. I have very few gold rolls on my account.
Me too. I just got a crit rate 1 on a insight piece, I think.
In my head, I was like, I can totally do this in 45 minutes. Of course I can. Of course I can. Oh, we might as well
I'm holding you back.
Oh, you're fine. You're making it better. Also, you can stay as long or as short as you want. I'm not doing this. Isn't like going to be a proper. I'm going to do whenever I do this. If I do a guess, it's 1 guess. It's not going to be like a
rotating panel.
Yeah, or like what me and Mike did with bringing out J-Gigs forever. I was thinking we'd only got 2 hours. It was like 5 hours, 45 minutes later. I was like, all right, guys, we should probably go to bed.
J-Gigs is dangerous, though, because
the vibes are
you could very easily spend 3 hours and not, just let him go. And he just goes nuts.
But what I've noticed with him, maybe I'm just talking too much, but he's so good at just like also just listening as well. And then just making that one joke. And it's just like, it's just too good.
Yeah. It's the dart.
Yeah. The dart.
Yeah,
I love that. The dart.
Yeah, he's great. I found him kind of late in my raid career, but before he started going totally deep into Polarium. And I was like, this guy is the most entertaining thing I've seen in a long time.
He was from the get. Maybe I think the first raid creator I ever saw would have to have been Ash or Chosen.
Yeah.
Nothing against Chosen, just wasn't my style content. He was very grindy and very good at what he did. So then I would watch Ash just because he's Ash, but then I needed news, so I watched someone named Salt. So if you're a real raid OG, maybe you'd remember Salt.
No.
He was like, didn't do face cam, he just would do like news. He wasn't like so big, but he was great for like knocking out, this is what is happening, and I would watch him.
Okay.
And then this would have been like beginning of November 2019. And then the first creator I found that I watched just for the entertainment, and then it was just J-Gigs. And then I watched Hell Hades, and this is right on the Hell Hades come up. Maybe he had like 800 subs or 1,000 subs.
Oh, wow.
Then he went crazy. The content kind of changed, and I totally get that. Why? And then that was when I stopped watching content. It's about like J-Gigs. So I kept watching J-Gigs. And I would watch Ash's summoning videos. And if Dark Microtransaction was pissed off about something, that's what I would watch.
Right.
Because there's no one
Ash's
actually more
energy.
Yeah. I was gonna say Ash and Darth Micro, those are just naturally entertainers.
Yeah. Yep, that dude gets so excited, and it's like infectious. You're like, I want to get that
like
excited.
This big guy, and then he's like, the kid just comes screaming out. I love it. I love it.
I think he's up here, isn't he?
He's from the Boston area for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also says he's from Boston,
videos.
at least when I've talked with him. I don't think I'm doxing him by saying Boston. It's millions and millions and millions and millions of people.
Right.
But I would presume it's probably like you, like from that greater Boston. I mean, you never know, but he's from that Boston area.
Right.
So guys, if you
Boston
want to go
covers
looking for
down to,
ash,
like,
you've got about
Providence,
you've got
you
about
know?
15 million doors to knock on. Good luck.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I think we're good. That's why, like, people. One time I said where I was from, and people, you shouldn't say that. Like, do you know? I'll tell you. I live in West. So I'm from Manhattan, which, you know, Manhattan, 8.5 million people. It's like, I think we're up to like 15 to 17 million people during the day, when everyone comes into work. Now I'm living with my parents right now in Westchester County, which is 2.5 million people spread out over an area 50 or 60 times larger than Manhattan. So good luck.
Right. Have fun.
Have fun with that. Oh, no, I got distracted. That's not good. Wait, can we? Oh, shoot. All right, well, this is what we're doing. Great. I'll set it properly next time. I'm going to destroy this guy, though. This isn't really a fair fight. Yeah, Bennigan's lives in Texas. It's bigger than most the countries most people in this chat live in, I'm sure. Any normal European country is going to be smaller than Texas.
I was just listening to some stupid news this morning, and they were talking about a guy who's stalking Shakira. He took a cab from El Paso, Texas to Miami.
I thought you were going to say from El Paso, Texas to Colombia.
To Colombia.
To Bogota.
Yeah. What does it cost to take a cab?
Why?
From,
does he not know about trains and planes?
The guy was like beyond like stalker nuts. He was like
really,
mentally
the stalker was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like normal. There's like stalker level crazy, and then there's okay.
And then there's cab from El Paso to Miami. That can be the new barometer. Like, how crazy was she, man?
Have you
like,
ever?
Yeah, I just went on a date with this girl. She was nuts, but was she like normal nuts or like El Paso to Miami nuts?
I've dated a couple of those.
You've done a couple EP to M's.
They're hard to get away from, though.
I should have placed her here, I think. Hard to get. It's like, you know, in How I Met Your Mother, the hot crazy scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible.
We used to have a saying that nothing F's like crazy.
Thank you for censoring yourself.
They're really hard to get away from.
All right, this is a GG. Oh, wow, look, he killed him so fast. I thought I'd do a quick cleanup and then we'd do this, but yeah. All right. Well, that's good. I'm still learning the proper placements and how to do it while I'm chatting. It's good that I fell down to Plat 2 or Plat 3, wherever we are, so I can make mistakes and still get W's.
Right.
That's pretty funny. I will say, though, if you had to stalk someone, not the worst choice in the world.
Yeah, she's all right.
You don't like Shakira? Shakira's she was like a couple inches taller, but I love Shakira. Oh my god! Watch the She-Wolf music video. Not to get too jiggle physics on you, but
see, I'm more. If you could have like a mute Sofia Vergara,
mute.
I'm all in. As soon as she opens her mouth, I'm like, no. I'm good.
It's amazing seeing her. I must have been on Instagram or something, but seeing her just like in an interview when she's out of character, because she's a very like smart, articulate woman, but the voice is the same. Yeah, which is crazy. Because you'd think the voice is like a character, but no, the personality is a bit of a character. But she's actually just like a very professional, lovely person. But then the voice is still like, wow.
It's like off-putting.
Is my Deimos awakened? Oh, they're talking about someone else. No awakenings. I would not use Deimos without awakenings. Certainly not without A3, and we really need A5. Well, I guess A1 is what's gonna give him any of that self heal, right? And then A5 is gonna give him the extra stack. Just put your soul stones in him, man. All right, I'm gonna ignore you for a second just to actually see if what I'm thinking is gonna work. I'm also thinking I should place Dolores after Ardia, because also on top of everything, Ardia's 12 costs because of her ability, which is just like, what are we even doing here, Moonton? Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
You should be at least 25 cost.
Or like she should be 20. Honestly, it hurts to say because I have her, but like she's 17 cost base. She should be 17 costs after you subtract the 5. She should be like 21 to 23 costs, and then give her like a 4 or 5 or 6 reduction for Arena to make her really, really, really strong. But she's already probably would have been the top one, and now you're giving her 5 less costs. So now she costs like Yeah, she's almost half of Virna, right?
Yeah.
She's 9 costs less than Kriya. And people wonder why people get upset when they pull Kriya. You could place 2 Ardias for every crash. Currently.
Yeah. Ardia and Hatsit, or Ardia and Silas.
Imagine
or
that.
Crash.
Yeah, an Ardia and a Hatsit, or I guess he's going to go down to a staggering 22. But currently, for the price of just 1 Crash, you could place an Ardia and a Hatsit. And until recently, we had a feeling, but we didn't know for a fact that Crash and Hatsit were different rarities. So you're thinking, oh, if I just pulled a Hatsit to patch with my Silas or my Ardia, but yeah, I don't. And they want. That's why I don't like it. Right, so I
hate to say it, Brunor's better than Cratch's.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I'll show you right now. I'm not going to show it because it is private, but I'll read you it verbatim. I messaged Bunny. Please consider that Cratch buff. Just changing from 24 to 22 changes nothing. He's still not viable more. He's still not any more viable anywhere. Make him 17 cost at a max, or vastly improve his multipliers or range, or decrease his self penalty.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I'm the one getting him freaking tattooed on my body. I'll do a 2-hour breakdown of Cratch. We can throw different things at the wall, and we can give some potential rework opportunities. I'm not saying I want Cratch to be S tier. Make my boy B tier.
Yeah.
Give him make him someone like Dursa, who maybe in the perfect comp he could be really good, and then another stuff he's got specific and unique uses. Just make him or make him a little, the way you could use Comet towards the back for GR3. Make him strong enough to do that or something, which is how I used to use him, but he's not even close to strong enough.
No. Especially
since he's got the auto ult too, and if you don't have him A5, he's constantly penalizing himself with that freaking misfire. Him and Bruenor have this self-infliction the way Amani does, right? Amani needs A1 to relieve herself of that. Those guys need A5. One of them's a legendary who I can't stop pulling, and I still can't relieve him of his self-infliction, you know? Yeah. There's no reason. Make him 14 cost, and at least early mid-game he'll be arena viable, and that's okay. That's fine. And you can, with that strange thing he has here, he would be able to hit the things here. So it'd be
make him, maul level. He's going to do 800% damage.
Yeah.
And still have the misfire.
Or give him dual faction membership in Piercer.
Sure. Yeah.
Give him dual faction membership in Piercer. Make it A1 is when his A5 click kicks in. Make his ult cost 100 less. Don't even change his multipliers. It's fine. And make it then they can make his cost 22. Yeah. He's done. He's not going to be OP at all. Maybe I'll just send that to her right now. I'm going to send that right now. I'll do it in the notes app so we can all do it together, and you guys can give thoughts. We're going to rework Cratch right now, right? This is how I do my chapters, guys. It's hard work. Oh, you can't see. Well, good. It's probably better that way. Today, we fix Cratch. I can't type. Step 1. Dual faction. Oh my! I was looking at you on the monitor with the text. I'm gonna look at the extra text. Dual faction membership watcher plus Piercer. Step 2. Reduce ultimate cost to, I believe it's 500. Let's finish this battle and then we'll do it. This battle will be over in seconds. To be honest, I thought we already had the dub. I got distracted by Cratch. There it is. And so we went that long without the kill because of Ardia, so now the battle's completely over.
Yeah, his ult's 5 fully booked.
It's 500?
Yeah.
Okay. Russo's went from 500 to 400. Full skill ups. Let's say, what was the other thing? Oh, step 3. Remove misfire at A1, not at A5. What's his base attack?
It is 3897.
So yeah, just make it equal to Nyx and everybody, which is 40-14. and he's done. Not S tier at all, but he's officially completely usable.
Yep.
Oh. Step 5. Reduce deployment cost from 24 to, let's say, 19 to 22. I think that's fair if you make all the other changes, right?
Yeah, because I mean, Nyx is at 22, right?
How would his range work for rosters? He'd have exactly the same range. He would get a full. So if Cratch's range is like this kind of triangle, upside down triangle. Yeah, it's like 1, 3, 5. So basically, what you can have it do is in Pierce it'll be 1, 3, 5, 5, or even you could go 1, 3, 5, 3, and it'd be this. Or you could make it into this weird whole diamond thing in front. It could be 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. It could be very cool and unique. None of this is going to make him even close to overpowered. All this is going to do is make him perfectly usable. The other solution, if somehow devs are watching my stream in the future, or VOD or something, if you could go a little lighter on some of these changes. If you made him from 24 to 14, he would drop off a ton in the late game. For early mid game players, he would be very strong in anti-air arena.
Yeah, 14 and A1 for misfire.
14 and A1, yeah. Those two changes, now you got an average hero.
Yep.
I might have to clip this and send this to Bunny with the full explanation.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's 2 viable options there that aren't just lower his cost too.
Yeah. You know what else I'll do? I might post in the Creator Oasis right now and see if we can get a little Cratch movement going on. Because honestly, I wanted to make a video about this, but I don't know if I've got it in me. It hurts me too much.
That was me leveling up Brunor for that marksman video I did. I was like, I'm never going to use him. And then it turns out I'm using him in Faction 12. Because I went with this weird Shamir super fast comp. And he fit just perfect.
I said this Cratch buff is useless, not viable anywhere with 22 cost. Who cares? Here's our proposed rework, and I'm just going to copy and paste that in the Creator Oasis. Perfect. At least, why wouldn't they ask? Like, do you know, like, think if they asked War Guides or something, or they asked Ronaldo, they asked me, or they people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a visitor. Donkey Kong. No, but yeah, like people would do it. They could ask several people. They could ask ask our Leo. He clearly knows and loves. It doesn't have to be some creator with thousands of subs. It could be a creator with hundreds of subs. Just anyone that's proven that they love the game, or even they could do a recruitment period from viewers like Pink Jesus and people like this. People that would do it for whatever legally, the smallest amount they have to legally pay them. You know, just because they love the game. Right. It's so easy to get a handful of suggestions, and it's not just like what they did with Korea, which took me 2 hours of testing to find out that this is the most. This could not move the needle less. She already couldn't do better than 119, and all that did is make her slightly better at 119.
Right. Didn't they do something like that, though? I thought I saw them reach out for some kind of...
They reached out to me how I thought I could make defenders more used, and you could make the defense stat better. That's the only specific game thing they've asked me. That's not like confidential. I'm assuming they asked a few people. And I said basically make the damage multipliers better for defense-based damage dealers. And then I said, or have it have a more impactful form of damage mitigation or damage disruption, because it's just completely outclassed by just build big health. Pink Jesus would do it for free and sign an NDA. They don't even have a community contact. Yeah.
Oh, it was. Do you want to write guides? This enlists in our war cabinet in game news.
Yeah. Pink, can you please answer Luke's message? So are we doing a collab tomorrow? Special?
Who, you and me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I think it'd be fun. Like, we can do a full-on collab, but maybe also just a full guest spot on Soul Cadence and Twin Fiend.
Right on.
Yeah. But it's going to be inside my Should You Summon, I think.
That works for me.
I think it'd be good. I'm almost towards the end of my dailies now, so I timed out. We'll get under 2 hours at least. I'll get faster at this in the future. I won't have Cratch to be upset about. I mean, I'm putting him on my body. You owe me a modicum of respect. Give me a better buff. And then, if you've set the bar at, if someone's willing to get a tattoo of that hero, you'll rework them, fine. Right? Is that such a, all of a sudden, tattoos all over the world for Shamir? And no.
Oh, don't sleep on Shamir, man. Shamir is, I got some love for him.
You know what I'm saying?
Shamir is a perfect example of a champion that you can't accurately rate in a tier list. Mm-hmm. Because at A0, he is dog crap. He's the worst champ in the game. At A5, with a whole bunch of speed on him, he's amazing. Like as good as Brokir amazing.
Go on. I don't have him anything. I don't have him.
He's
I've only ever used
his A5 is 100% immobilize, and he'll hit a guy, and then his ult is another one of those. It's like 400 or 500, I think. But he fully immobilizes them for 2 seconds, I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. For those guys, if you don't know, full immobilize is just you stop in your tracks.
He just stops. So guys will take one step, stop, one step, stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think if someone has to be A5, you got a huge problem.
Right. No, I completely agree.
Like, it's super fine if a legendary is like not very good at A0, but shouldn't be dog shit, like you said.
Right. I'm using him in Guild War right now.
Yeah.
Because he just holds everybody up.
Yeah. You know what my other little changes that I might make a whole campaign about if I get bored? I'm not asking for a single change, not yet at least, to the quality of Guild Boss rewards. Just change the color of the chest when there's a mythic extract inside so they stop getting my frickin' hopes up. That's all I'm asking. Just a color.
And yeah, just change, make mythic extract purple. Make soul stones red.
Different, yes. Just so I can stop getting excited.
Yep.
Because ever since, honestly, it's your fault. Ever since you told me you got 2 in a week, I'm like, and you said it was around day 160, I'm like, maybe this is the day. And I've been getting gold chests. I've gotten the past week, I've gotten 4 legendary skill crystals.
Yep.
I had another gold chest, or 2 gold chests with 5-star fodder. So I'm getting gold chests. Then I had like 4 with mythic extract. I can't, my heart can't take it. My tiny little baby boy heart.
So bad.
Oh my God. It feels terrible. Like, it makes me so angry.
I sent you the one that I got, gold chest, and it was mythic extract of purple soul stone and, some blue sparkly thing, whatever they are. The artifact.
Savern has a really good point.
Ascender.
The only reason I would think they would, Savern saying why they even value it so high, I have no idea. I'll check the files with Seamus later. We have the data on the drop rate. It's like not even that low, especially on Extreme 2. And they give you a ton. So I just did my Dare to Rare, right? They give you a ton of free ones. Like, you have more than enough, and you have to do all the grinding anyway. Everyone's coming out of that with like 4 mythic extract, and like, I guess the only way it would be valuable, maybe they think they can make a buck because like early game players, if people wail instantly, there's no way they're going to be able to keep up.
Right. And then they can sell them for more.
Exactly. So maybe it's an early way to get people normalize spending or something, or normalize using your in-game currency and such silliness.
Yeah, it's like why that terrible gear pack is available every day. $40 for yellow gear. And
that's a point. Pink Jesus says because of the community at the beginning, maybe like how people keep saying Lego crystals, less dust. So I'm officially at the point where I have more crystals than dust. And I've been talking to people, and a few people are like that now that aren't. I mean, you're a spender. I'm not a spender. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I hate having to always discommit this. I do not spend money on the game. Right. I won't use the free-to-play terminology, but I do not spend money on the game, so I cannot buy skill crystals. Mm-hmm. But I don't know where all the dust is going, if they've been mixing up the events or something, or just there was a ton of earlier stuff that I stockpiled. But or maybe now that once you're at the higher level, maybe we need, at the higher level things, we need more dust dropping from Guild Boss or something.
Yeah.
Because maybe now that I'm always getting the best chests every day, what is it? The 6 items from each.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I have like I'm constantly out of dust now. I'm always at least 4 skill crystals as of a week ago, and like we can check after this battle.
That's where I am too.
Yeah, so it's not crazy, but like I can't max Silas, or I'm having to make decisions, not because of crystals, but being like, I could get one more skill into, let's say, Valeria. Now she's higher. Now I'm having the same problem there, because at the end it's 120 dust. But if I'm getting her with a crystal and dust, it's like 60 earlier on, whereas Silas is at the very end and now Valeria too, it's like 120, and I can't afford it. Whereas I could get 2 skill ups even with crystals elsewhere, if that makes sense.
I had all of my first books or crystals into Eloin go into the Rage. And I'm like, do I even spend the books for these? You know, like, is it even worth it
she doesn't need anything besides the Rage, at least not yet. I stopped this. It took me a while. I'd have to max her, but I'd use crystals on her. People are maxing out the events more. That's true. Yeah, I am for sure. I'm maxing out more events. I'm getting more pay-to-win event rewards. Yeah, because I'm
especially the Awakening of Spirits. There's 2 skill crystals at the end of that.
Awakening, the Quarter of Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're throwing them in a lot. They do throw a lot of them into Spiritual Altar, and it's not every week, but every month at least I'll probably max. Now I've maxed out 2 Spiritual Altars now.
Right.
And I'll come out with like 3 crystals or 2 crystals from that too. So those add up.
Yep.
And then doing better in Guild Boss, all those things add up. Yeah, Lego skill. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, Lego dust is becoming my weekly thing in Arena too.
Yep.
You just need it.
All right, Fasty, I got to jump.
Perfect, man. Perfect timing. Thanks so much for heading on. My first ever guest. I don't know if I'll be able to do this every day, but I'll do it most days, I think. And it certainly won't be this long every day. But I'm going to post the full unedited VOD. I mean, I'll clip the beginning and the end because I'm not a lazy person. But, full, no cuts in between, featuring SpecialK Gaming. So maybe technically it's our first collab. I mean, you've been on before. So yeah.
Second and a half.
Second and a half. Well, thank you, everyone. Check out SpecialK. This won't be edited, so I can't put a graphic up right now, but we'll link him on Twitch right now. Link in the description. Yeah, one of my favorites I've discovered and been lucky to connect with as a friend.
Right on, man.
And I guess officially
always
a collaborator.
Good time hanging out with you.
Yes. All right. Enjoy your many other busy things to do.
Go put out fires.
Good luck, my man. Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you so much, Special. We'll probably take about 5 more minutes to wrap up our things, and then we are good to go. Yeah, let's get some TYSK in the chat. Yeah, pretty good stuff. We're about 30 viewers. I would have guessed we'd be about 30 viewers, so that's pretty good. I had no idea what to expect. I'll tell you one thing: if there's no part of me that thought we were gonna get like 100, like on YouTube or something. But yeah, basically my calculation was like, if War Guides gets 60, I'll probably get half that. That was exactly how I thought about it. So this is nice. Let me know if you guys liked it. Every time we say books instead of crystals, did I say books? I think maybe SpecialK did. Did I say books? It doesn't sound like me. That doesn't sound like me at all. Special did. Yeah, I didn't do that. I've really purged myself of a lot of raidisms, if you will. Hey, my girlfriend. Everybody say hi to Soup. Do you guys want to see the chat as an overlay when I do Twitch? Let me know. Just thought about that. I did Tide 140 yesterday, by the way, guys. I think, yes, for sure we will be able to do this as well. I just have moving gear around, but I probably will do Oh no, I did this morning too. I pushed to 142. Probably, so I did it last night. I did 140, and then after reset, the one thing I did do is I pushed 142. So certainly we got one more chance. 142. Is this right? How does this work? Why is this at a 3? So if I beat this, then I'll be. Did I miss one? Oh, you know what? Probably. You know what? I probably did. I probably did like 2, and then I did 2. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up there, but I'll just stop. Let me just claim my loot. I don't care. I don't want to do tied again today. We'll get it soon. But yeah, I got A3 Volca, which is probably her best awakening. She doubles the healing boost she gives herself and then her allies. There's 48 dust. That's a difference. That's 8 more dust than I was getting before I did the push. You'd prefer it, the overlay you'd prefer for YouTube? All right, we can look into that. Yeah, it shows up on YouTube already. That's why I don't do it as an overlay, because I know when YouTube publishes themselves, it just shows up. But obviously in Twitch it doesn't, or to my knowledge it doesn't. And I mean, I'm not gonna probably post this as a VOD anyway. I think these will be like, if you're there, you're there. These aren't gonna be VODs. If people really want them, I can think about it, but I kind of want my VODs to just be like PoE or, you know, another game I'm streaming. I don't want to have like war VODs here. I think this will be just like a, yeah, if you want to chill and interact kind of thing. It does on VODs. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't think I will. Unless I hear a good reason. I maxed out my first peak talent as well. I think melee attack, because it's counting for 2 classes. You can select it showing up? Okay. If you're not using voids, you can play normal music. I don't know what that means. Oh, if I'm not doing VODs, I can play any music I want? No way. Is that true? That changes everything. That changes everything if that's true. Guild War attacks? No, we can. Good, thank you, Matty Boy. Let's wrap up with some Guild War attacks. I think I've done about everything else, huh? Spend stamina. I will do that off stream. I mean, I'm gonna run hundreds of GR3 runs today. Hundreds. That looks good. Music from Ghostbusters? But will it? But what about like the little money I make from Twitch? Does it go away? Like when they show you the overlay ads and stuff? It's ingrained. If that's true, I'll put real music on right now. Not that this isn't real music, but you know what I mean. Music, like my then you guys can know my music tastes too. Yeah, let's put on the Ghostbusters theme song. I guess we'll find out. It's not like we're gonna make more than $3 off this stream anyway. Seems like the only real way it would make money on Twitch, unless you're like big boy, like 1,000 viewers concurrent, which I don't think that's happening anytime soon. It seems like you need like just people to sub all the time or donate or something, which we've got. I do fine on YouTube. You guys don't have to do anything, honestly. Twitch is just, I'm gonna have to do it anyway. This forces me to do it, and maybe we continue to build a better community and some better relationships. All right, let's put on Ghostbusters theme song. Actually, let's just move over to Spotify, huh? Oh, I'm already logged in. This is amazing. Guys, actually, can I put on a song? It's not very popular. My friend wrote it, but maybe like if some of you like it, would be good for him. What do you think? Is that okay? Let me know in the chat. Are you sure? Play away. Do it? Okay, sure. understand. Never gonna say goodbye. Alright, we did it. Yeah, your daughter is a young woman of taste, if this is her favorite song. She sounds incredible. That's the thing. When we were playing this game the other day and we were guessing, that's the thing. I think it was with Gigs. That's the thing with this song. Like, it is amazing. It honestly is a timeless classic. It's also just freaking so funny. I also kind of feel like I nailed that. I probably smiled too early when I was getting ready to press play, but I mean, I don't think people saw it coming. You guys, I mean, my friends are musicians, so it could have happened. You know what I'll actually do? If you guys want, like, my best friend is a musician. I can put his song on next, if you guys want that. And he's actually amazing. He has like 100, let me look it up. He has like 100,000 monthly listeners, I think. He's an incredibly musician. Going on. I'm not playing. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Make you understand. I'm gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Yeah, just let me know, guys. I'm never gonna say goodbye. And desert you. Never let you down. Desert you. Why do I have to go to GVG now? Oh, really? We destroyed them? And then we're not... Okay. Okay, we gotta do GVG right now. I'm putting my friend's song on. Sounds like people are okay with it. I was just kidding. I actually am going to put my friend's song on. But if it fooled just one person... Let's see how many monthly... 54,000. That's some pretty good, though. 54,000 is not bad at all. But I am going to put his music on now. For sure I will. Let me find... It's on Fences. All right, here we go. All right, here's his actual song. This is probably my favorite song by him. This is his sister. She's amazing. This is like my best friend my whole life. So soak it up. Your life is but my dream that I've woken from. And fate's a big believer in jokes and fun. So my life is a sitcom now. Oh my God. Oh, come on. This is too easy. That's not nice. Yeah, this is, but Pink, this is what always happens to us with GVG. With GVG, we either are someone that's way stronger than us or way weaker than us. We're never having, we've had like one fair fight. I know I'm going like very heavy with the fighters, but Maul's a pretty nice strat though, especially like mid game. Like even if you don't, I mean he's good late too, but I'm saying if you don't have a great team like this, like look how much Maul slowed me down. It's not bad. People want to sign him. He's really successful. Like let me show you his. Let's see what his best songs have. 4.8 million listens, 2.7, 2.0, 1.4, 1.6. This is just my favorite song by him. It's newer, so it's not gonna have that many listens, I think. He's got 6 songs with over 1 million listens. Many songs in the 100,000s, it looks like. Everyone's gonna go for me because they want to beat me, obviously. And then I don't think it's like cocky to say, like, if I was going up back in the day against like J-Gig's guild, if we had the same thing, I would want to go there and then message my clan. I guess clan would be raid, and I'd say I just killed J-Gig's on Clan Wars. Right? Why wouldn't you want to fight me? That could be our whole strategy. People are always going to try to fight me, but we can find a way to like bait them somehow. That actually could be a strategy if we can think of something clever. This is him singing. Spin, 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 spin. Well, it's been a long, long time since I achieved a mighty oneness with the din. This is great, man. 20 guild coins per fight is crazy. I need to never miss these. Could they beat my Boreas team though? I can't imagine they could beat my Boreas team. So this must be me. Yeah. I mean, only 3 guys hit me. What about my Boreas? All right, no one can hit my Boreas team, it looks like. Oh no, they're beating my Boreas team. I actually want to watch. Should we watch my losses? I thought that team would be very strong, especially against a weaker guild, no offense, like this comparatively. This guy's 57 and he beat me. So this is me choosing to let it be. Spin, 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 spin. I think we should, I mean, this is what Slicks advised me to do, and I get it. But I think it would have been nice clustering further back. My guess is what happens is Valkyria's not getting as many hits out. Only during her ult, she's probably getting hits out now, right? Because my Valkyria does an A1, so she's only gonna get hits on her ult. I also probably should have pointed Hollow up. Oh, I won. Okay, no, so this is not, this defense is not losing. Okay, at first I was like, I'm trying to think, Slick, I thought Slicks was really right, so Slicks, if you're watching this, I wasn't doubting you, but I was just doubting you because I was reading the results backwards. So, okay, they are destroying my other defense, which I did think they would beat. So this person's, again, level 57 and beat me twice. So let's see about that. This is the defense that I kind of thought I would struggle with. I also kind of regret putting Sealatu in instead of Arrogance. I changed that at the end. I changed them back and forth. I should have stuck with Arrogance, I think. More consistent ults, that would be scarier for them. And look at that, Regulus just wasting his ult, right? So they bait that out. I would love to have Leia instead of Eloin here to boost my Regulus. I think that would help a lot. See, that's interesting to me. How did they get through? Oh, they just overwhelmed. So this is where I needed. Okay, they just overwhelmed me with flyers. Yep. 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 Okay, because I didn't bring any marksmen. I should have foreseen that. So you should watch your losses back. That's very helpful. They yeah, so magic damage wasn't going to cut it against those guys. We needed some piercing damage, and then Ardia can't hit aerial units, only Sela 2, right? And you know, if Sela 2's not ulting, she's not going to be able to clean that up, so better just have the high speed. Yeah, flyers are meta right now. Yeah, I'm going to max Pelagios before the next GVG. I just need to do some... I'm going to hopefully farm a lot of promotion raid on top of GR3 today. Ooh, am I going to get the kill live on stream, baby? How funny is it going to be if... How funny is it going to be if we're listening to my friend's music and this is my copyright strike on YouTube? Because I'm not going to edit this out when I post it. Idril, oh, this isn't a good team. I mean, come on. This is... Am I crazy, or can we just do this? Alright, this is what I'm thinking we do, right? I don't see how we're not gonna win this. Like, so we're gonna bait Idril. Yeah, this is gonna be over before it starts. So Idril's baited. She always goes for who's closest. Now we go like this. Now Idril and Dolores are gonna die. Yeah. I guess we can't reach Dolores, but Idril's dead. Oh my, we just, come on. What was this? How is this person in their strong? No offense, guys, but like, how is this the person defending the garrison? Like, I thought I had bad GVG strategies sometimes. That was, whew. To answer the can question, I'm cleaning it today. I'll clean it live on stream today. Even if it's a 5-minute stream, I'll stream it. It will force me to do it. I have not cleaned up the cans. But I will do it today. And I'm going to set up my phone. I'm going to fix my phone today, too. Weak people in the garrison? Maybe. Maybe that's it. I don't even want to think about my team. I think this is going to be like, I'm going to... Oh, actually... 312 is something, right? Soup is my girlfriend, yeah. She's been on stream before. You can watch the video where we did the summons if you want to see her. Where I teach her how to tell what the summon is. Soup, did you know there's a new strategy to tell it that Mike came up with that's like way better? And it makes it too easy in my opinion. Like now I can never unsee it. I swear she's real, guys. I met her at summer camp. A joke for my Americans. Like, I could... I'm gonna make a new video. Actually, if you want to download Discord, we can make the video together. Could be really good, actually. Soup's been in a video, Sav. 2 videos. She did pulls for me once, and I did a video with her. Hey, Domino, what's up, man? Guys, Domino and I were hanging out yesterday. Where were we hanging out, buddy? Was it on Cyber's stream? Or on Reezy's stream? Or Rugizi. Rurizi, Gurizi. It's one of those. Reezy's stream. That was fun, right? Am I going to lose right now? I've not been paying attention. Am I actually going to lose? I got one guy through. I still got my... Oh my god, I was too delayed. I'm going to lose. Wow, that's embarrassing. But I did say this one's a bit better. Oh my god. We're going to just miss it too. Alright, I'll do it the right way this time. Sorry about that, guys. A war celebrity? Hey, it was a little, I mean, I certainly, maybe in War World I'm known, but it was, that guy had no idea who it was. It was kind of awesome, right? Yeah, that's my girl. 20k subs, 100k subs, and I'll propose. There, that's how it's done, baby. Overpower him. GG. Yeah. 100K and she'll say yes. She's got some hiking to do, and I don't mean that figuratively, before any questions are coming her way.
She left me scrubbing at these memories. She left a monster that spits locks and eats keys. It's madness or it's death. The way she left.
100K account power? I could probably build clothes. I mean, some people have 100K Cetrum. Alright, guys, I think I can't fight anymore. Right? I'm not allowed to fight anymore. That's a bummer. Well, thanks for the heads up, Pink. What were we about to do before that? This is a good time to stop. I did almost everything. Look, we stayed on long enough to get our rewards. What's this one? How good is this music, though, right? Soup knows this music very well. I think maybe if we do it on Twitch, we'll just always stream his music. Because I like it anyway, and then it's a great way to just play it. Sounds like the Wallflowers, this song. Thank you very much, SpecialK. Appreciate that. These fights are too long, man. They should be like 16 enemies, make it a little harder. Soup, I was saying, what if my buddy that you know who does this, what if his music is copyrighted, so then I'm gonna get a copyright strike on YouTube when I post this because of All Together. But yeah, if it wasn't clear, the band's called the Alt Together, like AL Together, one word, so like Alt Together, smushed together, and it's amazing. I can put on his most famous song. Maybe we'll finish with that just in case people need to hear the famous stuff. So this one has like 5 million listens. So he's not seeing this one. This is actually Brian David Gilbert, if you know. Who's funny. This is my best friend from growing up, and then his best friend in college is Brian David Gilbert, which maybe some of you know. I don't know. I would think if we had 100 people, some people would know him. But he's a very famous YouTuber. Thank you, Laurel. Appreciate that. It's just funny, a full world moment. I guess now I'm not famous, but I'm a YouTuber, so maybe he's attracted to YouTuber friendships. My buddy. Nothing, I'm not even in an order of magnitude, probably not even with a couple order of magnitudes, actually. I probably would be about 2 or 3 away from Brian. But. Well, you're doing the right thing. You should do, whatchamacallit. You should put your soul stones into what you're doing. The super rare, low rate heroes. So like your Estrids, your Deimoses, your Hollows, right? And then into your Lords. And you can use the discretion, your own discretion, to decide who that should be. But you should never put soul stones unless you're like trying to push content and you just need that A5 Idril and you're not willing to wait. And Dolores. I also stoned my Dolores. But they have high drop rates. They have extremely high, especially Idril is like in the top buckets. So if you can't be patient, then you can go for the ultimate top. So I'd rank that as like Idril, then Dolores. First you need Dolores A1. But so Dolores A1, then Idril, then like rest of Dolores, then Maul would be very good, depending on where you are in the game and who you have. But in general, rule of thumb, and same thing with Legendaries, honestly. With Legendaries, I would only use it on the Lords and basically only use it on an Infernal Legendary Lord. So Twin Fiend or Soul Cadence. But a rule of thumb is super rare heroes, like low bucket heroes, and then Lords. Will you be my one and only? I know you've always known. I think it's a perfect way to end. We got Sophie playing. I finished now. I did my visits. What I missed the most, I missed my visits, I will be honest, like 2/3 of the time. Honestly. I'm always like, I'm going to get back to them. So that's the point of this series. So I hope you guys liked it. Anyone watching on YouTube, if you made it the whole way, let me know in the comments. I'll give you a secret word. I like when YouTubers do that. If you made it this whole way, we're going to be like a 2.5 hour video on YouTube, I guess, or 2 hour 20 minute. If you made it all the way this deep in the comments, tell me your favorite green vegetable. I'll tell you mine. I'm big on broccoli. Big on broccoli. And if you're a Brussels sprouts guy or girl or person, you might as well unsubscribe. No, I'm kidding. But broccoli forever, baby. Broccoli forever. Team broccoli. I could eat broccoli every day for the rest of my life. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. My girlfriend's asking my most viewers on Twitch, maybe like 100. If I streamed at a normal time, I think we get about 50. But like, for example, like War Guides, it's like 60, and he would get more than me. So I wouldn't get more than 60, I think, typically. Unless it was, the reason I got a lot is because it was a summons video. We'll see though, I'm gonna start doing my summons only on Twitch, so that'll be another thing. Broccoli belongs in cauliflower cheese. So yeah, you guys, if you make it this late, if you're on YouTube, if you make it this late, let me know your favorite green vegetable in the comments. And if you don't like vegetables, if you're one of those people, we can chat about it. We can do a whole stream where I can try to convert people to vegetables. I'm like a huge, huge meat eater, but you gotta have some vegetables that you love. Excellent. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go cut this up, post it, and then Dolores and I have a very, I'll tell you guys on Twitch, like a crazy video coming out. Crazy. Well, I mean, it's actually really, it's with me and Calypsix. Dolores is just making the thumbnail right now, but it's Calypsix with like some input from Celestials and then Lucifer, and then Calypsix actually went and did it. You can one-shot the GR2 Primitive Goblin with Praetus. So that is coming out today. That's the big video today. So get ready to have your mind blown. Peace out.
Fastidious.